Okay, so we are live here at the Highlands of Elgin Golf Course in Elgin, Illinois. Um, we are hosting a tournament today. I'll stand this way so you guys can see where we're teeing from. The tournament is a 9-hole competition based on your own handicapping. Um, we have multiple events that'll go inside of it. We are going to attempt to live stream most of the drives, um, but then the actual tournament I'll have to post it once it is once the entire video is collected, and then we'll show strokes. We'll show the entire amount of scores. We'll try to throw the TrackMan on it so that we can see the launch angles and quite a bit of things. So. Um, One of the things that we like to do is do these free tournaments for people every day, or not every day, every weekend. We work on them every day, scheduling, working, and promoting them because it leads to our World Series of Golf final tournament in Las Vegas, Nevada. This year we'll be live streaming the entire time for the long drive competition. We have several of the top 10 already committed. We have individuals from coming from Canada. We have an amateur tournament as well as we have a professional tournament. It's going to be November 10th and 11th. We will be hosting the event. The amateur tournament will be on November 10th and the professional on the 11th, but on the 10th all the pros will be there. They'll be hosting clinics, they'll be hosting information booths, they'll be doing signings. There will be quite a bit of events, so hopefully as we start getting more people onto our live stream here, we will have more stuff going on. So it's kind of early. The tournament is scheduled for 10 to 12 o'clock as our tee times. We have several individuals today. They'll be competing, and we'll have a nice little prize for them at the end. So make sure that you catch the video that will be, somehow we will attach this video to the video. This video, the recorded video will be attached somehow or linked in somehow with the live stream. So that's what I know. I didn't get a one of the scorecards so that we can take a look at this course in a little more detail. And I have one set aside here. So let's see what we have. Just get this phone placed so that we can stream. All right, so this is the scorecard. Let me get it a little closer so you can see it. And there's the layout of the link. And this is where we are playing at today. Let that focus in a little for you guys. And there's the course rules. So it looks like the first hole is, and we're playing from the blue tees today. The first hole is a 313 with a slight dog leg to the left. The second hole is a 380, and I'm actually gonna, if I can, if you guys hang on, I'm gonna actually ask them if we can turn down this TV. Could we turn the TV down a little? Just because I'm. Oh, okay, even better. We get TV with TV in it. All right, so let's get this camera back where it should be. Okay, so the first hole, as I said, from the blue tees is a 313, and the second hole is a 380, and they're both par fours. The second hole has no dog leg. It's a straight out, and I've played this hole before. It's a wide open link. There is some trees as you approach the green on the second hole, and that I'm just trying to recall it in my memory too. That it has trees on the left side as you're approaching, and I think one tree on the right. So you can drive it all the way out there and get the drive out as far as you need. But then as you're starting to approach it, you want to make sure that you kind of control that shot. Hole number 3 from the blue is a 295 par 4. And I'm looking over at the, yeah, so that's another hole that is wide open as you drive out. There is tree embankment on the left and houses on the, or excuse me, on the right. So you want to make sure that when you are driving it, that you just kind of control, release that shot, and then you should land somewhere between 60 to 100 yards away from the hole. Hole number 4, which is also a par 4. So the first 4 up are par 4s. From the blues, that is a 350 from the blue tee. So, okay, so 4 is the other one that runs right back parallel, and you can see it. This is 4. It's another clean open link. Um, and that one, you want to just kind of keep your shot nice and clean. You have the trees on the left, and you have an embankment out of trees on the right. But your second shot from there should be out at the 140 mark, and it's pretty clean and open to the green. Hole number 5 is the par 3. There's 2 par 3s on this course, and from the blues, it's 175. So an easy up onto par 5, or onto hole number 5, par 3. We like to do the closest to the pin on these shorter par 3s, and I think you will find that that one's pretty accommodating. Pretty wide open, the entire link as I'm remembering it, and the approach shot to the, if you do come up a little short, is pretty easy to get on. But then after the par 3 is the par 5, and the par 5 is a 571 on hole number 6, and 571. Okay, so 6, I remember this one. It does have water, and it's showing water, and it looks like it's out at the, where you would land about 270. So stay far to the right on that hole, and you'll be fine. I remember the tree embankment is a little off to the right side of the course. So even if you do snap hook it, you'll be fine. Then as you're starting to approach on 6, from clean shot, and I'm actually looking at hole number 6 from the clubhouse. Hole number 6, the approach is, it does have trees behind it, so if you overdo it, you're going to land a little bit right at the tree embankment. But as I'm looking at it out the window and as I'm talking to you guys, you'll see that the approach, and you'll see in these shots later when we do the filming from 6. I'll make sure to specifically talk about 6 as we approach it so you guys can see it. So then 7 runs it back. 7 is the second par 5 on this golf course. 7 runs it back, and that one is a short par 5 at 465 from the blue. And then that runs parallel back along the line of hole number 6. And the approach on this one was pretty clean, as I'm remembering it. You do have the water hazard, which was on the left side on 6, now on the right side on 7. But it's pretty easy to avoid the hole on the water hazard on the right side, as long as you don't snap hook it. The approach was wide open because it leads to hole number 8, which is a 433 par 4. So the 433 par 4, it runs parallel back up towards the 9, which is leads back into the clubhouse. But that hole is wide open. I don't remember anybody in the many times that I've played here ever having a problem coming off their tee shot from 8. A nice 220, 250, even 190 drives. They all have an easy second shot. It deceivingly sounds a lot closer, and I think the 433 myself might be a little short on the actual drive. So 9 is the second, or 9 is the last hole on this course at Wing Park. It is the second par 3, the final par 3 on the course at 149. So an easily controlled, depending on your hitting, easily controlled shot for a 7-iron, wedge, 8, 9, depending on where your swing is and how you swing the ball, or at the club at the ball. The approach to it, I'm looking out the window now at it, is right next to the chipping and putting area, and I'm watching somebody chip their short drive onto it now, and easily rolled up to the pin. He should be able to par 3 it pretty quickly. So that's what I know about the course that we're here. So we're just kind of waiting to see as we go Google Live. So maybe I will pause at this time, and then we can come back to it and see as we get closer to the actual tournament, which is at 12 o'clock. And right now it is way early. We are early by an hour or more. So as I would definitely like to take some time and do some more setup, but we can do that. So, all right. Do that. So, all right. Okay.